Very good afternoon. So today let us continue our lecture on basic sentence structure. I am going to show an interesting video which gives an detailed information about the discussion we made in the previous class. So that is basic sentence structure we are talking about, and what is the sentence, how it is constructed of, what is the subject, object and verb. So these things have already examined. Let us for a better practice, I just show you an interesting video here. You could see. Fine. I do
Hello
start.
everyone, and welcome back to English class. Today we are going to study the basic sentence structure in English. Let's begin by going over the basic parts of a sentence. First, we have the subject. The subject is the person or thing that does something in the sentence. It is near the beginning of the sentence and is a noun. In the example, the subject is she. Next is the verb. The verb is a word that expresses an action, occurrence, or state of being in the sentence. In the example, the verb is likes. Last is the object. The object is a person or thing that receives the action of a verb. In the example, the object is cats.
Fine. Here, this is the basic sentence structure, parts of a sentence, and this is divided to subject, verb, and object. And who has done something, who is doing something, that question that fulfills the subject. It answers the question, who is there, what is that, who has done this. So it answers the subject, and the victim or the effect on somebody becomes the on object, and the action verb becomes the verb. Fine. Yes.
These are the major parts of the sentence. This is also their order: subject, verb, object. In English, word order is very important. The word order is subject, verb, object. For example, this sentence says, he reads books. He is the subject, reads is the verb, books is the object. In English, sentences always have this order. Some other languages, like Japanese, have different sentence orders. Let's look at different English sentences.
Yeah, every language has its own order, the sentences. So we have already discussed that there should be a sequence, there are order, and subject, verb, and object. These are the things that we construct. So, for example, if we take these
Patterns.
examples, now I show you.
English sentences have 5 basic patterns. First, there is subject plus
Verb.
verb. This structure does not have an object. For example, Melissa reads. Melissa is the subject. Reads is the verb. Let's look at 2 more examples. She is eating. Jim will leave. These sentences are very basic and do not have an object.
Yes, it doesn't have any object, subject plus verb. Here, Melissa reads. If I say reads Melissa, so there is no order. So Melissa reads. And why Melissa reads here? Third person singular. That we need to remember. Again, in the next example, you have she is eating. Is eating. The helping verb and the main verb come together under one verb. Fine. Jim will leave. This is the future action, that Jim will leave next Monday, whatever it is. So it has no object, but how we are doing. So we have to remember, if we are presenting it in present tense sentence, it takes third person singular.
The next pattern is subject plus verb plus object. This is what we just studied. I like eggs. In this sentence, we have a subject, I, a verb, like, and an object, eggs. She sees her sister. He is reading a book.
So here the good examples, like yeah, we are just extending from the textbook here. I like eggs. It has three parts like subject, verb, and object. She sees her sister. She visits her sister. He is reading a book. He is reading a book. He is sleeping on the cot. Okay, they are coming. They are coming to Delhi. They are preparing food. They are preparing food. You know, so all these examples come under subject plus verb plus object.
These all have the same structure: subject, verb, object. Third, there is subject plus verb plus adjective. Remember, the way to use English adjectives is very different than in Chinese.
So this is nothing but subject plus verb plus subject complement adjective here. Let us see the examples.
For example, we have the sentence, Laura is busy. Laura is the subject. Is the verb, and busy is the adjective. Another sentence is, he is smart. And the flowers are red. Notice that these all have a being verb. That's because we are using an adjective. Fourth, there is subject plus verb plus adverb. An adverb describes a verb, like an adjective describes a noun. We haven't studied adverbs yet, but we will study them in a few weeks. Let's look at an example. Sarah is here. This sentence tells us where Sarah is. She is here. Sarah is the subject. Is the verb, and here is the adverb. Another sentence is, Jeff ran slowly. This sentence tells us how fast Jeff ran. People are everywhere. As you can see, these sentences all have a subject, a verb, and an adverb.
So in this
The final structure.
in the previous example, you could see it was talking Sarah is here. Yeah, previous example I meant to say subject plus verb
Adverb. An adverb describes
adjective.
the flowers.
Examine this once again. Lara is busy. Who is busy here? It is explaining and describing about the subject Lara. Lara is busy. Okay, he is smart. The flowers are red. So we are giving the features and the description about the subject. That is the reason it has become subject plus verb for adjective. And adjective always describes about the subject, noun. Okay. And
Red.
in this example, subject plus verb plus adverb.
Let's look at an example.
It explains about the verb. You know, it describes the verb, how it has happened, the action, how the action had happened. So that is the reason we have to remember. These are the examples. So Sarah is here. Okay.
This sentence tells us where Sarah is.
Yeah.
She is here. Sarah is the subject. Is the verb, and here is the adverb. Another sentence is, Jeff ran slowly. This sentence tells us how fast Jeff ran. People are everywhere. As you can see, these sentences all have a subject, a verb, and an adverb. The final structure is subject, verb,
Plus
noun. This pattern describes people and things. For example, she is my friend. They are teachers. He
So here it is
is
also subject
a
plus
doctor.
subject complement.
These
Because it is talking
sentences
about the
all
subject.
have
He is
a
doctor.
subject,
He is an
a verb,
engineer. We are
and a noun.
students. They are players. So all these come under subject
So
plus
let's
verb
review.
plus SC.
What is the basic sentence structure? It's subject,
Order.
verb, object.
Yes. This
We
is the
call
order.
English a subject, verb, object language. And here are the 5 basic sentence patterns. Subject plus verb. Subject plus verb plus object. Subject plus verb plus adjective. Subject plus verb plus adverb. Subject plus verb plus noun. I hope that you understand sentence structure better now. We will continue to go over it as the course.
Hope you understood. This is a very simple video where we can fetch our practice and basic sentence structure. So that we need to practice more, and you can log into such videos and you can practice daily basic sentence structure. Fine. So these are the things that we need to follow and do it regularly for a better learning. Here we just go with some examples from the textbook, how they are designed and what they want to do. Let us see here. Fine. Yeah, it has gone. Now let me show you the PDF, basic sentence structure. Basic sentence structure. So yeah, we have done activity 1 and we have even done activity 2. I gave her books, we offered them shelter, they bought the children some toys. Subject verb plus indirect object plus direct object, you know.
బెస్ట్ ఇంకా బెస్ట్
Fine. So here we just go with some more examples. Like write a few sentences on the uses of a tree using S plus V plus IO plus DO. Okay, we practice them today. Write a few sentences on the use of tree. Subject, verb, indirect object plus direct object. Let us see and practice now. Word file. Yeah. We open the new document and we start writing. It asked about a tree. Let us select a color, blue color. Then we change the font. Fine. Fine. Tree. Tree. So we are asked to do subject plus verb plus indirect object plus direct object. Fine. S plus V plus IO plus DO on tree. So trees give us fruits, right? Trees give us fruits. So we can identify here. So how it goes on now? What is here? This is like what? Subject. Tree is the subject. Trees is the subject. Fine. Give is the verb. As is indirect object, and fruits is the direct object. Okay. Trees give us fruits. Fine. Yeah. Fine. Trees give us shade. Okay. Yeah, many things that we get from trees. Fine. Yeah. More example, gives tree gives us vegetables. Okay. Mango tree gives us sweet mangoes. I added an adjective. Okay, mango tree gives us sweet mangoes. So here mango tree, the entire term mango tree is the subject, gives is the verb, as is the indirect object, and sweet mangoes is the direct object. Fine. So we can imply, yeah, trees give us wood. Fine. Trees produce it is not working here. Trees grow. No, it gives something to trees. Give carpenter. Trees give carpenter wood. Wood. Trees give material to the constructor. Constructor. Fine. Trees give us leaves. We get no, we get nutritious food from trees. No. Trees produce oxygen, that is S plus V plus O. Trees grow long. Trees grow long, that is subject verb plus adjective. Fine. So on trees give us material to the constructor. Mango tree gives us sweet mangoes. Trees give us wood. So here a trees give us shade, tree gives us vegetables. So you have to apply. Now let us examine few more examples um, on S plus V. Also S plus V. Let us see S plus V. What do we have? Examples like fine. She prays. They learn. We run. He will go. Shireen sleeps. Swati drinks. Swayam Swayam walks. They eat. I play. He listens. He listens. She cooks. They carry. I eat. I slept. So these are S plus V examples. So we have examined S plus V plus IO plus DO, that is indirect object and direct object. Now we have examined S plus V examples. Okay. Now we see S plus. So S plus V plus SC. Subject plus verb plus subject complement. He is a player. They are robots. They are robbers. We are robots. She is an angel. She is an angel. She is multi-talented. She is multi-talented. They speak. They were players. So likewise, we can practice. So we have to identify the structure first. S plus V plus SC, S plus V. You have in S plus V, you have only subject and verb. In S plus V plus SC, you have S plus subject, verb and subject complement. Fine. So in this way, we need to prepare for the examples. Now let us examine few more examples of like they were players, we are robots, she is an angel, she is multi-talented, they are robots, he is a player, I slept. S plus V plus SC. He slept. Okay. Not that. I slept is S plus V. Now we talk about object complement. Object complement. So like object complement OC. Okay. So in object complement, object is described by the some interesting point. Something is denoted by the ob, uh, by the subject to the object. No, by the subject to the object. So we'll write here. We'll see the next page. So examples and we have to put them into practice, and all of you have to read something, and while reading try to identify the structures S plus V, S plus V plus O, S plus V plus SC, S plus V plus um, SC, S plus V plus IO plus DO. So likewise it is like, yeah, these are we have to find out the basics patterns of structures, and we have to implement them. And when we are using in our word to word conversation, we can simply avoid this confusion, and we can frame sentences meaningfully and understandingly. And all of you have to practice well, do well, and read the textbooks. So it really helps us to fetch our skills, and we practice more and more with such kind of expressions. Fine. Let us see the textbook oriented description here. We have seen it. Yesterday we have done this part also. John Logie Bird invented the television. So we have done this. So with this we just wind up basic sentence structure. So it helps you to do well. We understand what is what, and we need not to be frequent but perfect in English language, but we should know how things have been designed, how they are helpful. So by discussing with our parents and teachers, elders, then only we can access such kind of apps or anything. So nowadays it is very easy for people to access the internet. So make use of it, and let us see the what else we have. Basic sentence structures, uh, 1 and 2. So here, yeah, they have given a table here. Preposition, thing, talked about. Person or thing talked about. Subject, verb comes after subject. Shows, yeah, subject plus verb plus object plus complement. Subject, verb, object, complement. So we have to do this list. Yesterday we have done this picture. Fine. The baby sleeps. Baby sleeps. Nice pics. We have already done this yesterday. Fine. Activity 3. Let us see. Read the following. Read the following passage. Identify the sentences which have subject plus verb structure. Subject plus verb. A farmer sowed seeds. A farmer sowed. That means, yeah, a farmer sowed seeds. So we are asked to do only subject plus verb. So a farmer sowed. That means he planted the seeds into the soil. Some seeds fell by the wayside. Some seeds fell. Some seeds fell. That is subject plus verb. By the wayside. The birds the birds came and ate them up. The birds came and ate them up. The birds came. S plus V. Some seeds fell upon stony ground. Okay, that is also fine. There was not much earth. Those seeds sprang up, but when the sun shone, they were scorched. They withered away. Some seeds fell on fertile ground. Fine. Next. Identify the structure in the following sentences. I am a student. I am a student. That means subject plus verb plus subject complement, because I am a student, I am an engineer. I am a doctor, she is a doctor, he is a doctor, she is beautiful, they are beautiful. Okay, my brother is handsome. My brother is handsome. So that is also subject complement. They are Indians. They are Indians. Yes. She became sad. She became sad. It tastes bitter. It tastes bitter. So these are all in the form of subject plus verb plus subject complement. So diverse sentences belong to subject plus verb subject complement composition. My brother is handsome. They are Indians. She became sad. It tastes bitter. The above sentence belong to subject verb subject complement sentence. A complement describes the subject. Linking verbs be in its various forms. Verbs like appear, feel, look, taste, become are used. Fine. Activity 5. So in activity 5, read the following passage. Yeah, this we have done in the previous class. He is sleeping. I am a student. I am an engineer. I am a paragraph describing uses fine. What else? So far we have examined basic sentence structure, how it is going and what are the parts of a sentence, and what is the importance of order. So these are the things that we need to really practice, and we have to go through the textbook lines, exercises, reading part. Not only from the textbook, you can read other texts or something in English articles and try to identify the basic sentence structures in the newspaper articles or your textbooks. Fine. In this way we understand what is importance of word order, and how do we represent different expressions by using different sentence structures like object complement or subject complement or and indirect object and direct object. So in this way it helps us to do, and we need not to get confused with subject plus verb plus adjective, subject plus verb plus adverb. So they are all related to the same, but only thing is we need to practice. So this is what we need to do. Hmm. So what else we can practice now? Basic sentence structure. So it goes with tenses. As I was mentioning about third person singular. Third person singular takes only S to verb. Okay. It takes verb to S. That we need to do well, and we have to write. Okay. Basic sentence structure is going to be finished. In the next class, we go with few sessions on active voice, passive voice, and we have paragraph writing. Okay, we will discuss, and further we discuss the topics given under curriculum, so it will be easy for us to remember. All of you do practice well and do work hard to improve your skills, because this is the time we got. And yeah, afterwards I would like to focus on the third sem syllabus of narrating stories, attitude, life skills. So for that reason, all of you get some examples, collect some examples from your friends or the society or the TV, whatever the source you get to try to analyze and think. In this way it helps us to do better in life skills. Okay, so next topic will be on life skills. Here we just go through this basic sentence structures, textbook activities we have done yesterday with these pictures. Imaginary. These are imaginary. Like, I mean, it depends on our perception how to say and what to say, and it is purely our perception. So yesterday I was talking about is it for S plus V? Yes. S plus V, I think, yes. He walks, birds fly, children play, children listen, children enjoy. He's trekking, he's trekking, he's climbing. Baby sleeps, we're sleeping. Baby dreams, baby dreams. Nature falls, nature falls, nature beautiful. So in this way we can describe the pictures. So describing the pictures according to the sentence, it gives a very good practice, and it asks us to do well in our daily routine, and we remember them very well. So all of you have to do it seriously and strictly, and let us go through the activities which we have planned, which we have practiced, which we have been discussing in the online class. So all of you, thank you very much. Thank you all.